Okay, here we are, beautiful people. I guess this will be the fourth video on Dorian and Ling Ling. We got some developments going on out there on planet Earth. It's going to be an active, I think it's going to be an active hurricane, typhoon, and cyclone system on Earth next couple of months. It's looking to really starting to show some signs of energy anyway. So anyway, let's get back into focus here. Come on. Don't give up on me now. Alright, we got Dorian as predicted by the Shaughnessy forecast. The US was spared a direct hit so far. Now what's contingent upon this thing moving out to sea is we got to develop us one of them low pressures out here, okay? Now it looks like one's being developed by Ling Ling as we speak. 180, this is the 180 degree theory, the 180 theory, the 180 ASL, approximate same latitude. Right here, Ling Ling's 180 degrees away, approximately from the Atlantic Ocean. This other tropical storm has died out, giving Ling Ling the energy. She's been upgraded to a typhoon. Okay, so there we go. So what we've seen, what we've been witnessing here on this wind map is how an enormous disturbance in the gravitational field on the planet, no magnetism, for all you magnetic people out there, the disturbance of a massive influence on this gravitational field has caused a manipulation on the other side of the planet, which is how this system works. It's like you go watch the moon high tide, the moon low tide, to go back out into the ancient technologies. All large pyramids line up with volcanoes. Not every volcano has a pyramid, but every large pyramid has a volcano. Again, 180 degrees opposed to each other on the same approximate latitude. Now you have a development of a storm right here, right off the West Indies. It's coming out. You got warm weather. All you need to do is, what do you got to do with this? We rotate into the moon. Here's the moon over here where my cursor is. You got a nice hot body of water. You have the high temperatures coming right off of the Africa. And all you got to do is rotate through the moon's gravitational field. That's enough to flash the ocean into a higher release of vapor. You get the vortex spinning, and then you got yourself a tropical storm. This looks like it might even be a named storm right now. It looks pretty tight. It's probably been upgraded to a well, it's definitely a tropical storm name anyways. Massive low pressure here. Look at this massive thing up here, right? So that's what we need. So Ling Ling, if Ling Ling is able to create a low pressure, that'll pull Dorian out to sea, hopefully this way, and spare the U.S. Hearts and prayers going out to people in the Grand Bahamas. My God, they just that one part of the island there, I forget the name, but they just got obliterated. Everything, 13,000 homes plus a lot of eight lives right now were taken. Probably that number's going to go up. So heed the warning from your local specialist out there, your elected officials, your emergency management people. So and we got something up the coast, Baja, California, probably 1,000 miles out, but nevertheless, I just want to show you that this is going to fall on land, right? It's 180 degrees away from it. Same, you're down here somewhere, all right? And it's India. You're getting into what do you call it, Saudi Arabia, right? So you don't really have. It's not the same distribution of energy when you do have an alignment. Now there's a vortexual energy somewhere in this area, but it's not showing up on like it would on the ocean because it's under the Earth's crust. So that in and of itself, that energy is being absorbed into the Earth's crust, the plates. So, but when these things line up with oceans, when these hot spots line up with oceans, you have a direct correlation between energies. So again, I have to repeat myself. We got Ling Ling here, and you come down, and she's right, I'd say somewhere right in this area. Right in this area is the release. So that's causing a low pressure here, and hopefully it'll if it's you have a high pressure, Ling Ling will lower that pressure, all right, or move that pressure, and hopefully pull this thing out to sea, and we'll avoid a direct hit on Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. Your Cape Hatteras here. I used to go windsailing up in Cape Hatteras back in the day, till I got I had an incident down there in Florida where I ran over a school of the stingrays with the tails. I was like, okay, that's it for me. I'm done sailing in the ocean. There's too many things out there that can eat you. It's crazy, So anyway, that's just a personal story, kind of going off topic here. So so we have this development here. Now, at some point, you're going to have that energy source will be will be down here up in the Illusion Islands. So it'll be the West Pacific. You're going to see something develop up here off of that energy source. All right. So you got a massive vortex here, and look what you have here, right here in the Illusion Islands. You're having another one build up. So it's a constant. It's almost like tic-tac-toe. You move here, I move there. You have a storm develop over here, right? You're gonna have, and then a few days later, you're gonna have another rotating vortex, come up over here, and then when it moves out, it burns out, loses its energy, dissipates. Another one pops up, and you have a direct correlation. It's you can watch these things all day long. This is www.earth.nullschool.net, earth.nullschool.net, and you can go ahead and watch it yourself. So there are some obvious correlations here, but again, when you have these big, tight hurricanes, cyclones, things of that nature, you're displacing, hundreds of millions of tons of mass, and you're affecting the gravitational field on the planet. So that's it. This is on the move, and like I said, everything that the gravity, Shaughnessy's law of theory, Shaughnessy's law of gravity. I got like 7 laws out there. I'm working on maybe 8, but there's unbeknownst to the mainstream, gravity has a self-balancing mechanism in it. You have to. This is not solved. We can stand on things. We'll knock on it. It's hard. You fall on it. It hurts. But for the most part, it's 90% of the matter, or 99% of the matter we experience is made up of space. So the subatomic world comes into play here, and this is how things work. This is you have a gravitational field on this planet, and if you start like torquing it one way or another, you're going to on the opposite side of the planet, you're going to have an effect. So it's every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Okay, and this is what's going on right now. So obviously this thing had an opposite right here in the South China Sea. It was a named tropical storm, and now that it dissipated because this thing's on the move, right? But now the energy is being absorbed over here, and she's going to be making something, making a low here. Ling Ling. Anyways, it's constant. It's in constant motion. It's in constant moving energies. So you do see them align with each other, and then other forces come in: trade winds, geothermal, ocean thermals, ocean currents, Gulf Stream for one in the United States. Those things come into play. So they move things around. The vortexes lose their energy. These things are giant vortex energy machines, thermal energy machines. They're, it's a typical gas turbine, really. It's a, jet engine for all intent and purposes. So, all right. So hopefully we'll watch this. We'll watch this closely. Hopefully Ling Ling will, like I said, will give us, a low here and move this nasty hurricane away from the United States. If it doesn't, it's going to make landfall. Nothing we can do about it. But it looks like it's going to be an active September, I'd say. Next couple of weeks. It's there's a lot of heat, pent up heat, and it has to release it. And you're going. You're losing the sunlight up north. You're getting cooler air. So once you have a differential kick in, with thermal differentials, cool air aloft, warm air down the bottom, you're going to have a flow. Heat rises. And that's about it. So hopefully, what I'm looking for, what I'm hoping for is that the powers that be, the computer models, the people that write the software can incorporate this into the software and give them a better predicting methodology on the opposite sides of the planet, so you got something big over here, 180 degrees away from it. It's like clockwork. You're going to see something come in and form up a good percentage of the time. All right, that's it for me, people. I think I've rambled on a lot this one. All right, trying to keep it down to 10 minutes, but all right, we'll just keep an eye on it. Peace out. Thanks for the comments, the likes, share it, and subscribe. Catch you later.